Fen here once again, giving you another episode of Legend of Grimrock 2. So last time we had done a bunch of work organizing our inventories a little bit and also fighting a boss that was quite trivial for us at this point in the game. So we're going to go ahead and head back into the swamp. We also found the meteor hammer, even though it's more of a meteor flail. And yeah, so that's Shipwreck Beach. This is Keel Breach Bog. Let's go ahead and get back into it and show these buggers who's boss. That sounded terrible. I'm sorry. Okay. So it's just legalicious right now. Let's see. The serpents can be awakened. The serpents, you say? Okay. Cool. Hey, I see. It's a toggle for some of them. So it's either getting them all up or them all down. Reflexes. Okay, so we have them all up over here. Doesn't seem to affect those. Okay, so everything's up here. Would have thought that would do something. Let's see. Maybe it's asking for them to be alternating? Maybe. Like one up, one down, one up, one down. That would be quite a bit harder to do. So it makes sense that it might be what it is supposed to be. Okay, so how we would do that. So we have down, down. Okay, so we need to swap that. Okay, so those are yep, those two should be down. Okay, that's good. So basically, I guess the easy way to look at this is to do like that. Wait, no, that didn't work. So yeah, this includes switching one of them, toggling them on both sides. Okay, so now they're all down, except for the other ones on that end are all up. And now they're all different. No, they're not all different yet. Okay, so everything here is up. Everything there is down. So that means if I toggle these two, it should work. Okay. Is that what it's asking? Obviously not, or something would have happened by now. So... reflects us. Maybe they all have to be different if they're connected to each other, but that means that this is correct, because this would be down, this would be up, this would be down. Maybe one of these has to be exact opposite of the other one, which would mean I really just pull these two and I'm done. Does not appear to be what the case is, however. Perhaps they need to be mirrors of one another? I'm not entirely certain. There's a lot of different possibilities here. It could be that one's supposed to be all up, the other's supposed to be all down. So let's try that. One all up, one all down. So we really do that by getting those in either all ups and all downs. So those are all down, so we want these to be all up. Boom. I have no fucking idea at this point. Sort of played the obvious things it's asking us to do. We might just not even have enough information to deal with this puzzle at the moment. Maybe... okay, let's go with the idea of it being a mirror. What the? But they were identical last time. A little while ago. Bizarre. Oh well, whatever. They might have been identical facing upwards. I don't know, it might have been a problem for it. Okay, so... I want to try and get over here as well, but we also want to explore... well, looks like there's a gate over here. Over here and maybe over here. Okay, there seems to be water over there too. Okay, so what we'll do first is we will explore over here. Of course we will quick save just in case we all die terribly. And into the breach we go. Okay, so let's find a ladder. Okay, so we explored that. Now I need to go over here. Since we did what we were supposed to and pretty much murdered everything here, that makes our jobs quite a bit easier. Looks like there's a button over here, or yeah, there is. Okay. So, where's our nearest ladder? There it appears. But we know that there's a ladder over here too, so... okay, I hear. I understand. So we just take an item that is relatively useless to us, like a rock. Done. And now let's find out if this is a mimic or not. We're gonna quick save first, just in case. And so I can take another sip of soda. Now let's see if we get terrified. No. Okay. Find some more lightning bombs and a torch. Is the game trying to tell me, hey, dumbass, use a torch? I don't know. Let's give that to... Everybody sort of uses both hands, except for Fen. So we'll give it to Fen. Let him carry it around for a little bit. Yep. There's a fox with a shelling staff, holding a torch in his mouth as well as a shelling staff. It's amazing. Okay, let's... Okay, so there's this pit here that we sort of looked at. And let's try to... Let's try to study this a wee bit, a little bit. This might also just be a trap for Cree to get stuck in and then panic. Okay, so there's a box here. Luckily, I can hold the box in my player hand, so I don't have to give it to anybody to potentially burden them. So it has arrows, shoes, and some bombs. Okay, so that was about everything we found there. Wasn't entirely all that useful, but that's okay. Now we will just check out the corners. The corners here. Okay, so we see what looks like a power stone over there. We know that this portal takes us over here. We also don't know what horrors await us. So, we'll have everyone switch to their ranged weapons and get ready, just in case. I guess pick up our... Oh, hello. Okay, there's a lot of them. Alright, looks like they want to go. I actually want to give him some sort of healing potion. We didn't make healing potions, did we? No, we didn't. Oh well. Did we kill them all? Maybe. Okay, so it looks like we massacred the Zarchons. Wow. It was quite the frame rate drop first for some reason. It's okay though. Okay, so we fully explored this area. We haven't dug everywhere yet, but I don't think we really want to. It would just be taking a lot of time. so per usual, Govad almost died. That's pretty common. And we managed to kill everything. Okay, awesome. So, I believe that was the only dungeon in this area. But this is rather interesting. We can see sort of foliage over here. That might mean that there's something over there, or it might just mean absolutely nothing. Oh, there's more bugs. That's not good. Crap. Bugs can be potentially lethal. Oh, that's not good. God damn it. Okay, fine. I guess those bugs respawn. Kill the bugs. Let's get the fuck out of here already. Where's the, if I remember correctly, there is a... Okay, what is this place? There is a blue crystal inside of this cavern where we fought the boss, so we will go over there and revive using that crystal. Okay, so we don't know what lightning bolt is yet. I'm tempted to just look it up, but I don't want to. Oh, well. Okay then. We found out what it was. Okay, so it was these three. We just can't use it yet. Okay, and what we have out of it is a serpent staff. Spit. Interesting. Anybody can use it. Interesting. Okay, so we'll let Fen hold on to it, but he should be wearing the shield. Actually, we'll have Roland hold on to it. Roland Njord. More food. Okay, so we have the serpent staff. We fully explored this area. And we also, I believe, have enough stones to make the element of poison. So we can be our poison benders. Fire, poison, earth. Okay, so we have our poison element. So let's get out of here and never come back. Ever. It's like, hey, do you want to go to the poison swamp? No. Are you sure? Yep, pretty sure. Motherfuckers. Please die. Thank you. Have to get some bug spray and come back here and just like clear you all out. Okay, so never going back there again. Ever. So let's check out what else there is. So those big temples, those appear to be where the elements of harmony are. And so we're going to go ahead and try to feed Govad and then manage our inventory. So as the seaweed, and yeah, I think we want to get to here. The question is, how do we get there? So yeah, those tend to have an element of some sort in them. The big question is just, how do we get there? How does we get to theirs? And Roland is starving. Oh, Roland Njord, and he's particularly hungry. Go and get some air. Jump back into the, not the abyss, but just the fluids of whatever. The Silent One has a friend who is more willing to speak. Head towards the sunrise, beyond the gates, to find him. Dear visitor, unfortunately the gate to the Great Pyramid has been locked. Was locked a long time ago with a strange kind of key. I'm afraid the key might be unrecoverable by now. The Island Master. Great. We have this serpent staff now. These are snakes. Do we attack it? No. Do we use its special ability? Yes. Okay. I knew. Oh, how'd you know that, Fen? Oh? Well, this isn't the very first time I played this game. I played it times before. I just never finished it before. I think I actually talked about that the very first time I played. ... Okay. Are we supposed to just wait here then? Yes. Gonna get you. Oh, not gonna get you. Venom Fang Pick. Okay, so this is a nice one. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and it does bite, which... I don't know what bite actually does, but it, in effect, it's... So this is going to be a nice weapon because it ignores enemy armor. But if you're looking at it just for the damage, it's not all that great. There are better weapons out there. Scroll of Frost Shield. Well, alright then. Oh wait, I need to make a square. There we go. Can we have enough? 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Oh, hello. Bring forth 4 power gems to fuse them into the essence of the element. Not all the gems lay under the skies. Some of them lay buried deep underground. O thee, seeker of the hidden shrine, only by standing in the place with perfect elemental equilibrium shalt thou summon forth the gate to the hidden one. This is the elemental shrine of water. Water is the rune of willpower and frost. East, southeast is hence the forces of water are strongest. Southeast, you say? South? East? Over here? I suppose. Oh, I see. So it's in the Lord of the Manor's castle. Okay, so let's give ourselves some resistance to frost. Get our dispel ready, so we can deal with these ice bastards. And then go find them. Show them what's what. Alright, come on you. Oh, you don't do any damage? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I see. There she blows. There she blows. Oh my god, I sound like such a nerd. Let's renew this. Oh, you bastard. That does okay damage. Fire does more. It's like, what do we think would do the most damage against ice elementals? Fire damage. Go figure. Oh. I was gonna use Igni against him. Burn him alive. Jerk. Someone please kill him. Thank you. It'd be rather nice if he, you know, died. Right. And so we keep moving forward. Hopefully finding a way to stab all these ice elementals to death. Hopefully succeeding in stabbing them to death before they stab us to death. Oh, good. That one ice elemental was just like commando ice elemental. Takes on a party of 4 well-to-do adventurers all by himself and comes out on top. I still think it's kind of funny that you can effectively cast spells that you can sleep while holding onto a ladder. That's the best part. All the characters are just holding onto a ladder. Yeah, it's just like, are you serious? How are they sleeping? I guess they all just got out their ropes and tied themselves to ladders and went to sleep. Okay, so I don't need to go in there anymore. There was a pit over here that is... not a pit, a stairway that is rather interesting. Oh, hello. So it leads directly down into water. Okay. Well... if we rest out here, we'll probably get ambushed by ice elementals again. So let's head forward. Hello. Let's hope for the best. Naturally. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think Fen actually had a torch. No, it was him. Yes, there's a torch. Now we can rest a bit. Just a spell. Oh, okay, so there's Archchomp down here. Means in order to kill him, I need my light weapons guy to pull out his Zarchton staff. Well, his Zarchton spear. And then stab him to death in a stabby contest. The problem with this spear is that it takes a really long time to get going. Oh, naturally. Kill them, please. That would be fantastic. If you killed them. Or you can just not kill them. I mean, it's up to you. I could jump on them and that would kill them. So I wouldn't get any experience if I do that. This could be really bad if he decides not to move. I could get fucked. Move, you motherfucker! I do have to say, any level, any area that has water in it is actually dangerous to the party, simply because enemies that can breathe in the water can just weight you to death. So, while I can applaud it for it being at least somewhat realistic in that field, it also feels very much like bullshit. You'll have times where the party will essentially just die because they can't get out of the water. Ring on a string. Oh, this is a Lord of the Rings reference, isn't it? A golden ring hanging on a simple leather wound string. Gravity seems to have an unnaturally strong pull on the ring. Faint writing of some unknown language has been masterfully engraved on the outer surface of the ring. You hear ominous whispers seducing you with its power. It's the One Ring. Oh, it levels you up. Okay. So it gives you a slight bit more protection. So it gives you a slight bit more health and energy. Okay. I always like little references like that. I always find them great. However, do I want to sacrifice experience for a little bit extra power and health? Not really. So the ring on a string is rather fun and silly, but... oh, what's this? Blasted! I was prepared to crack open one of the vaults, but the key slipped out of my hands. There's no way I'm getting back to the to the Zarchon. And there's no way I'm getting back to the Zarchon infested waters. I think that's a typo. I think it's supposed to be, there's no way I'm getting back into the Zarchon infested waters. Okay, let's see here. The Floral Vault. The Golden Vault. The Steel Vault. Okay, so there's a shield, an axe, I think some sort of sword and something else. And the Glass Vault. Okay, so it has... Oh, I think it has another spirit pendant, like his. Spirit mirror pendant, so it gives him more experience. By this point, it's not all that important, as it's not going to end up with him basically leveling up before everybody else again, and maybe being a level or two ahead of everyone. But it's still kind of good, I think. It won't have quite the effect it would have otherwise, so we'll probably not go with that one. But let's go ahead and quick... Well, we don't need to really quick save. I think we killed all the Zarchon here. But let's explore the rest of the place. Let's explore the rest of this. Okay, so we've explored that. This is area over here we haven't explored yet. Let's go back for some air. Okay, so we explored that area. Okay, there seems to be a hidden wall there. That might be a slip of the map, but let's... What's over here? Crystal Curios, okay. Crystal Curios, plus 15 protection, plus 5 health. Okay. So it's basically a strict upgrade to the steel plate. Hold it. I know what we're going to wear. Okay, so that's a strict upgrade for him. Okay, so he might end up with crystal everything and basically be like super healthy man. That is super. He'll be super healthy man. That is. Has a ton of health. I think we found everything we're going to find in here. We could go back and look at those. Yeah, we'll go and look. We'll go and see what is in each of those vaults specifically, so I can document it. And plus, we have a gold key, so why not? The floral vault. The Golden Vault. The Golden Vault. The Steel Vault. And the Glass Vault. Vault. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we'll go ahead and quick save, and then after we quick save, we will open each door. So this has a sack. It has some miscellaneous things in it. The Shaman Cloak, which Gives 20 energy, gives 30 energy, but some evasion penalties, and it increases energy regeneration rate by 20%, but it increases food consumption rate by 20%. It's not bad. That's actually pretty good for Fen Lynn as a wizard. However, I have an idea would be better for a batter mage, a wife batterer mage or husband batterer mage. He goes and beats up his significant other and casts magic. It would probably be better for a battle mage, simply because wizards gain so much more magic than a battle mage does. They effectively have twice the magic but less hit points. So let's check out what is in the golden vault now. Acolyte staff. +2 willpower, but it can cast a spell. Okay. So in effect, the only thing that really does is lets your non-water mages cast a spell. That's really not useful for us at all. It lets them fight air elementals, so if you had a no-caster group, you could deal with air elementals. I don't really find it being that useful for this group, though. So we're going to go ahead and pass on that one. Okay, so what about the steel vault? What do we have from here? We have some frost bombs, a cutlass, which is a fairly decent light weapon. I don't know if it's better. It's probably not better than our daggers, though. It's better than the venom edge, but again, it uses strength, so it's really not all that great for us. It also has a shield of the elements. Okay, so that's resist all, so it makes your character highly resistant. I might use this in conjunction with, say, a light build that uses like that one light set that is resistant to the elements, just to try and get our general resistance as high as possible. But I don't really find it being all that useful on this setup that I have here. He's going all with the rogue set to try and make himself as dexterous as possible. And I mean, plus 26 dexterity. You can't really beat that. I mean, you can, but... So the steel vault really isn't all that useful for us, at least for our purposes. So we're going to go ahead and give it a pass. Okay, now let's check out the last vault. The glass vault. So this gives us a potion of dexterity, a potion of greater healing, and a spirit mirror pendant. The spirit mirror pendant is really good if you get extremely early in the game. If you have killed as little as possible, having 2 spirit mirror pendants is amazing. If you can rush and get both of them, I think there's only 2, there might be 3 or 4, but if you can only get those 2 and have 2 humans in your party, you effectively are able to increase 2 characters' levels, probably 1 or 2 levels ahead beyond where they're supposed to be. which can be extremely good in Legend of Grimrock 2. It can make the difference between you being invincible almost, and sort of just being a plaything. But so far, the best that we found here for Fen at least is going to probably be... Well, this gives us injury regeneration without the food cost. And the bracer that it gives us really isn't all that great, so really everything there is not all that good for us. So we'll go ahead and feed Fen. And we'll actually skip. We will move on from this without accepting any of the treasures. Part of that is I just don't really think they're going to be all that useful to us. Okay, so where we need to go next... So there is the last... well, I can't say the last. Officially the last... sort of area in the game. Well, the last sort of temple that we're looking for is over here-ish. So... But do we have power gems for it? That's the big question. So we have one power gem left, and that's really it. Okay. But we have the other two. We have the last two. Well, we now have 3 of the 4 official sort of. I cannot talk today. We have 2 of the 3. We have 3 of the 4 elements of power or harmony or whatever now. So we will go ahead and try to deal with those. But we also have this gun over here that we haven't picked up yet. Mostly because the last time we tried it, we almost all died. So we'll quick save and then we'll try to pick it up again. And this time, perhaps not die. So with this one, I'm actually going to turn off one-click spellcasting and then turn it immediately back on. So I can do this. Okay, and now we're pretty much set. Okay, very nice. All that for our gun. All that for basically the upgrade to the pistol. So he's carrying it. It is the Alba. Is the Arquebus. One of the guns that made Japan actually kind of a, not necessarily a heavyweight, but fairly good at what they did for quite a while. So what's his problem? He's leveled up and... Oh right, I see. He's not injured or anything, he just is hungry. It is Finn that is currently encumbered, because he's holding the arquebus. Okay. So here, if I remember, we didn't really know what we were going to do next. We could put stuff into accuracy. Athletics, we've already done our job, and we have more hit points. We could continue putting points in hit points, just for the simple sake of having more hit points. We could put more in armor. However, let's look at the let's look at the meteor. So once fire magic 1. So we're gonna go ahead and put 1 point in fire magic, just so we can use that special ability. We're gonna find out what it looks like. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know how much damage it does, but it is a use of his power. Now for Govad Itzal, we're going to go ahead and put our next point into dodge, so that he gets the speedy trait, so he can attack more often. For Roland Njord, I'm going to start building in the critical, just so he can more effectively crit and more often. So at 3rd level he can backstab. He doesn't really need to worry about backstabbing. Roland is sort of just steady, constant damage. So he has alchemy, he has throwing. I actually like the idea of just building into his accuracy so he hits consecutively and regularly. But it's almost always not worth it just to max something just to max it. You almost always want to max something for the simple, explicit purpose of getting to one of the abilities. So if we do this, this just increases his sneak attack. His sneak attack damage essentially, which he doesn't really use. So I can increase his accuracy, or I can eventually make it to where he throws weapons more often and more quickly, hence sort of increasing how useful his strength increases will be in the long run. Or I can have him go into something else. But he's mostly our thrower. So I'm going to go ahead and increase his accuracy some more, just so I make sure that he is as effective with his throwing weapons as he can get, even though it's the less effective option. Let's also see if we can... So his throwing axes do a lot more damage, but we have a very limited supply of them. Yeah, so his throwing axes are limited in quantity, but because there are so much more of them, we're doing pretty well. I also think this is kind of funny in terms of like biblical references. Upside down cross, it's filled with undead people. They're gonna get you. So we have the arquebus, or the arquebus, I should say. However, I also remember there's supposed to be an ambush that we didn't do. I believe it's before the Hamlet of Storm Breach. No, it's one of the teleporters leads out from it. I can't remember what it is. I think it's supposed to be over here, but I think that's blocked off with a gate still. Could be wrong. No, it's still blocked off with the gate. So it means that it finds something. It's over here somewhere. I would just like to not run through this entire zone again, just to get to the end. But I also don't think it's this one, is it? I don't know, it's been a while. Yeah, it's this one. It's this teleporter right here. It leads somewhere, but I don't remember exactly where. There's also a boss we need to fight. might have left this up, so we could just potentially walk around. But we want to get to here again. So that leads down. Okay, I remember that place. We might as well just do it and find out. Alright, we never really found out, I don't think, how to get to there. But that's fine. It's really not all that important at the end of the day. We're just retracing our steps at this point. I think we might have to undo this puzzle before we get forward, yeah. Because we can't go this way. Okay, so yeah, let's undo. Yeah, let's pick up all these rocks so we can then drop them. Where's the dagger? Oh, that's right, the dagger would already be up there. Okay. Interesting. Alright, come on. Now for Roland, we'll just put our knives and darts back and move into retracing our steps. Did we leave it up? We did! Yay! That was the axe that was not all that useful for us. And this is just another dead end, essentially. Everything here is dead or so weak in comparison to us that it would not be any kind of challenge. So it's good that they are staying out of our way, since they know they would be outmatched, outclassed. So where does this go? Okay, so it goes there, I just never opened it. Okay, so I don't want to go there just yet. Yeah, instead we want to go here. What we actually want to do here is take that book. However, I'm pretty sure this is a pit trap, so let's see what happens. Bring it on, you little turds. fuck's sakes, die. Oh yeah. You just wait. I'm just waiting for it. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Okay. They all died screaming, like they should. Here we have some cheese. Pretty sure Govad will love to know about that. He's not particularly hungry right now, so we won't feed it to him, but we will definitely open this. This torch could prove handy. I don't know for sure. There appears to be a gem here. Okay. A gem crystal shard of healing. So if you're wondering, when you drop down here, what you can do is probably try to get over here. That will lower the number of avenues of attack that the enemies can use to get to you. This place is jam-packed full of rats when you first arrive. Just packed with them. There isn't really a whole lot you can do about that at that moment. Okay, so there's the boss battle after this. There's a healing crystal right up here, so we won't be limping for long. My strategy for this upcoming boss will be to imprison the boss as much as possible to prevent him from acting while killing all of his friends. Once his friends are all dead, I'm going to try and freeze him as much as I can. Well, I think I hear enemies. Oh, hi! Do you like dying? Ooh. I'm gonna try and freeze the boss. As much as possible. To prevent him from acting against me. Oh, double kill. Nice. And in essence, the idea is that by doing so, we're able to prevent the boss from acting, thereby... Oh, look, a frog. Hello, Mr. Frog. Back. Where are you, Mr. Frog? There you are. Oh, good. So we will try to prevent the boss from acting as much as possible, thereby making our jobs as easy as possible. This is the boss room, if you don't know. Which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably don't. So we're gonna quick save. Well, we'll quick save. Nah, we'll just rest. We'll put ourselves in a bubble and rest. Try to regain all of our energy and hope we don't get ambushed. And we'll quick save and move forward. We'll also get our spell ready. Oh man! I wanted to act! I wanted to be able to do things. That's no fun. Oh shit. Okay, so we're gonna exploit the system here. And heal ourselves. Of course, we might be screwed, because if he corners us here, we're pretty much done. Which is probably gonna end up what's happening. Man, those dicks. They're just resting while they're fighting us? Who does that? Oh yeah, he's next. He's going to probably push us around. But luckily, we can sort of exploit it. Holy shit! Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to quick load. Because while we can do a ton of damage to him, because we're cornered like that, he's basically just gonna get to shoot us every round. And unfortunately, guys, it does actually look like I am out of time for today. So you'll have to watch next time to watch me take on the Rat Boss. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye then.